Hey guys, it's Ilbus here from the Baron's Finest. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I had a wonderful Christmas. I definitely am looking forward to the upcoming year. And I'm really sorry I couldn't get a deck profile or anything for you guys this Christmas, but this is the first year that we've had this channel. So thank you for supporting us so far for the 13 of you, I believe, that we're at now. Sorry if you hear some background noise. I am trying a different layout with this. And today, I'm going to be profiling Prophecy for the new format. I've been meaning to profile this deck for so long. It's always been on my mind to profile. I meant to profile it after my Tinley Park Regional, but I never did. So I figured now would just be as good a time as any, because Prophecy is still a decent deck. I enjoy it. It's a deck I'm going to be playing a decent bit this upcoming format. And yeah, Prophecy, I like the fact the deck honestly really didn't get touched that much. Yeah, we lost a Spellbook of Fate, but we got a Magician of Faith back. So in a way, we really never lost anything. We got a really nice spellcaster to have come back in the deck. So I'm not really going to spend a lot of time rambling, but I'm going to go and run through the deck list. This is for the January format. I haven't updated this fully, so there are some things you'd probably want to swap out. I think I still made some text from last format, counter dragons and stuff. But let's get into the deck profile and see what we got. There we go. So, to start off with the monsters, we play the 2 High Priestess of Prophecy. And I am trying to figure out... yeah, that's good. Alright, 2 High Priestess. Simply put, she is the boss monster of the deck. I am not running World. 2 Priestess, it's good. It doesn't clump excessively. I don't want this card to clump. I want to draw this at times when I need it, or have it be searched to my hand. And I will say that I prefer Justice over Temperance right now. Next off, I am doing something a little bit different in the form of actually my phone there. I main deck 2 Kaiku the Ghost Destroyers and 2 Breaker the Magical Warriors. These spellcasters, simply put, are, I guess, calls for the meta. A lot of decks are graveyard reliant, so I want to get rid of their monsters, but this is an easy side out card against stuff like Mermails. It's against Bujin. It's an Imperial Iron Wall, but they're going to be able to crow over you, or if they get a tanky out, then you have a hard time. In Breaker, the fact that he just baits out back row, either way, one way or another, he's going to force out a card in order to stop him. He's either going to force out, like, a hand trap in order to prevent the spell counter, or like a Fiendish Chain to prevent the spell counter, or they're going to respond to his summon and immediately get rid of him. Or they're just going to let him sit on field and do his thing. So either way, he gets rid of a card for you. That's what I like about Breaker. I do like these spellcasters. I honestly don't know if I would really change that in the future. Next up, 3 Justice. I hate Temperance. I think Temperance is a terrible card. Well, terrible in regards to its association with the Priestess. I prefer Justice. I like the fact that she's a monster I feel comfortable putting on board, and it has a decent sized body compared to Temperance, which I feel like it's just going to be a dead draw most of the time. And not to mention, this gets me a Priestess in the Spellbook to make a Priestess play. And I really like that because she also gives correction to a situation while also giving you a monster. I'm teching 1 Jowgen the Spiritualist. The reason for my logic behind Jowgen is that with Jowgen the Spiritualist, you're able to cockblock summons, or special summons from the opponent, which is good. However, I do admit it might be a little this upcoming format. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. If you don't like it, feel free to cut it. I cut it for anything of your preference. I wasn't sure. It could be World. It could be whatever. You could probably cut, if you really do want to make this more standard, you can cut Jowgen for World and switch out the Justices for Temperances. Next up, 3 Spellbook Magician. Simply put, it's our Stratos. Rest in peace, Stratos. But yeah, it's our Stratos. It's just good. I mean, it's one of the best cards of the deck. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like if they hit this or Secrets, this deck would not be a thing anymore. Like, these make the deck playable. Like, if we lost those, I mean, they just make the deck good. Or even playable. That's really all I'm gonna say. Like, this card is the centerpiece of the deck. And the round of the monsters, I played the 1 Magician of Faith. I feel like it's too good in Prophecy. I haven't even tested it yet, but I feel like it's too good in Prophecy because it's a spellcaster. It works well with all of your Spellbook spell cards. It counts for everything. It lets you recycle stuff if you need it. I mean, Magician of Faith is Magician of Faith. I feel like this card's going to be too good in this deck, and I'm still testing out what I do and don't like it in. So, on to these spells. That is, I don't know how many monsters. 14, a little bit bigger compared to the norm. I do still mean the Kaikus and Breakers. You could cut the stuff. I mean, I do play this a bit differently from the standard. I will say right now I don't play Crescent. So, yeah, and I'll explain that in a little bit. So, spells. 3 Spellbook of Secrets. It's our Rhoda for pretty much any card in our deck. It's too good. It's secrets. 2 Master. It copies every Spellbook. Enough said. 2 Tower. One of the best field spells in the entire game. I heard that having 2 draw phases a turn is good. I am an oddball for this next card, and I actually choose to run 2 Spellbook Starhall. I like Starhall in regards to the fact that when you play this, you're going to be able to make your dudes fairly big. And the fact that I, again, like how I am main decking monsters that aren't combo pieces. Like Haikus, for example, can go up to like 2k just by having 2 books out. Not to mention, the other nice thing about this is that it's a spellbook, and it rewards me for playing books. Like, my big gripe with Prophecy was that I felt like if I went Secrets in the Master, Master into like Tower or whatever, and then activate Tower, okay, I got books engraved, great, but I didn't really accomplish anything. This lets you accomplish a goal by giving you the counters and then making your dudes actually big. So I personally like these. If you don't like these can be swapped out for Crescents, and I'll explain the Crescents when I finish up the monster or the spell lineup. 2 Wisdom. Back row is becoming more relevant. I want to stop it, simply put. 2 Power. It's good against the Bujin matchup. It forces out the Cranes, which I like. So it means they really can't hold on onto their stuff. 1 Fate. It's sadly at 1, but at the same time I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. It really didn't do much to the deck. I mean, we lost a card, we gained a card. I mean, that's all there really is to it. But 1 Spellbook of Life. Life is Monster Born for the deck. I also only play 1 Eternity, and that's because I've never felt the need for the second. I have never liked 2. I've tested 2 multiple times. I don't feel like the second does anything. I always found myself citing the second one out. I never found myself banishing this card for Fate. I never needed nor wanted it. Admittedly, though, like, I mean, at Tinley Park, there was like an instance or 2, but I was able to still play without it. Like, having the second Eternity would not have helped me, or really made any change in the game. It just would have been a nice thing to have. It's not, I don't feel it's necessary. And then the last 2 non-spellbook spell cards I play are Dark Hole and Book of Moon. I'm not maining MST because I have main Breaker. And as for why no Spellbook of the Crescent in the main, I am not maining Crescent primarily on the fact that I absolutely do not like the card. My gripe with Crescent is, yes, it's amazing if you open it. I will not deny that. It's good if you open it. Problem is the fact that A, you have to open it, B, it's dead late game, and C, it warrants you to play cards like Phoenix Wing Blast and Regeki Break, which I don't want to main in this, where I want to just hold on to the stuff as much as I can. I do care that I'm using cards, and I don't really like Wing Blast or Regeki Break as much, because I feel like there's just better. I'd rather main a decent trap that gives me what I want without a cost, compared to, say, just wasting like my spellbooks and everything. I don't like Crescent at all. That's my opinion on it. And I don't see myself maining Crescent anytime soon. Onto the traps. I do mean the 4 basics. I know Prophecy typically doesn't like to main all 4 of these. It's like any combination of 2 or 3. But I do mean the Bottomless Torrential Compulse Warning. They're 4 basic traps. I don't know what else to say. 2 Mirror Force. This thing is so good in Prophecy, in my opinion. I like the ability to... People will play so hard around your Fate, and then they'll just run straight headfirst into a Mirror Force, which people don't understand. And for the people who don't get what people mean by that, it's like the idea behind it is that the opponent will normally attempt to make like 1 monster or try and put in work against you, but because Fate bypasses so much protection, they're going to swarm your field, so then your one Fate can't stop all their dudes. And then you can just try and OTK off that. However, that doesn't work because Mirror Force, again, makes it so you played around my Fate, congratulations, but I'm going to wipe your board. So that's why Prophecy players typically main double Mirror Force. And then, yeah, if you can hear my DS in the background, I've been playing Pokemon as of late. Then my last two traps are double Fiendish Chain. I do like double Fiendish Chain. I like the protection of it. It's good. It does a lot. I mean, yeah, Fiendish Chain is Fiendish Chain. Probably one of the best rogue traps in the get. So that's it for the deck lineup, I guess. I'm not going to really show my extra deck this time around. It really doesn't matter. Mainly because Prophecy never uses it. I do side effect Veilers in this, and I don't really have like a full side. So I see absolutely no reason to really show it. I mean, meta's still undefined. We haven't had like any big events yet. If you guys want though, or actually, I'll go and just do this anyways. In the description, or wherever it is by the time you might be watching this video, because YouTube likes to change a lot, I will have in the description both a TCG and OCG deck list. The TCG one will be currently what's available to us in TCG as of this date. OCG will go up to, what's the set name? Legacy of the Valiant. So I'll have a post Legacy of the Valiant OCG deck list that you could probably mess with, and then a TCG one as of right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. I hope you had a happy holiday, and that is gonna do it for now. Let us know if you care enough to what you want to see next. I still can't show that deck that I really want to show you guys because I'm missing a few cards for it. Hoping to get them soon. But that's going to be it for now, guys. And this is Ibo signing out.